We don't know how bright our light is until we're in the darkness. So when we went to Jan's for our fall party, summer party, Nick and I got a chance to sit out on Jan's dock and just stare at the water. And you had this enthusiasm that day that I didn't fully understand. That you were like, so happy to be here today. So happy to be staring at this freaking lake and not be at the bottom. And you just were on fire that day. And I knew enough to know there was a story behind that. I didn't know if I would ever earn enough of your respect to hear the full story. And I'm glad we have. Oh, I get this together. Anita had me going with her friend Dorothy. My grandma's name's Dorothy, so I was already on edge. Obviously, that's not an easy speech to stand up here and give. And I'm glad that you feel comfortable enough with us to give that speech. You've asked me to look for some very specific things in your speech, so I'm going to respect that and not just do my normal off-the-cuff, whatever I'm feeling evaluation. You asked my thoughts on the structure of your speech. You asked, did it resonate with me? You asked about your core message, and you asked about your pacing. You said you had to cut a lot, and I understand why you had to cut a lot now. It's a long journey that you've been on. So I'm curious about what you did have to cut. But what I think needs to happen is you even freaking TED Talk today. I mean, TED Talks are 18 minutes. This needs to be an 18-minute speech. What I would love for you to add back in is more insight as to your hope. The core message that I took away is hope in small steps, in small moments, every 3 days. I think you gave this very vulnerable speech today because you want people to find hope in your story. You want to help people, and you can help people. This speech resonated with me. I could not relate. I'm thankful for myself that I can't relate to this speech, but it resonated with me because I want to be able to relate to people that have your story. So it resonated because you stood up here, you were brave, you were courageous, you were vulnerable at the expense of all of that, which is not easy to do. The vulnerability that you showed today is not easy to do. And you may wake up tomorrow with a vulnerability hangover. Like, what did I just do? You may not. All of that you were willing to risk in an effort to give people hope. And that is a beautiful gift that you can give the world. I want to see you give this speech to high schoolers. I want to see you give this speech to college students. You firsthand understand what it's like to be in those spaces. You're not far removed from it. You're not old like me. They will see you as a role model. They will see you as hope and as a bright light in the middle of their darkness. I wonder if there had been a Nick Velasquez that gave you a speech when you were in that moment, how that would have impacted you. So I want you to be that for others. Your pacing was great. It was. The use of the phone gave us a little bit of a break. When you have more time, you could even pause a little bit there, just to let everybody kind of catch their breath. And when you have more time with the speech, think about the heaviness that the story gets to, and then giving us a little bit of a lift out of that, and then take us back into the heaviness that was the next time that you had to face the darkness, and then you gave us the lift. That'll keep your audience able to listen and not getting too done by the emotion. The emotion of your audience is your responsibility, but you kind of have to help people along because they don't know what they're about to hear. I've gone way over time, but I'm just going to do that today. So I just want to thank you. I learned so much from you sharing your story today that you planted a seed in all of us, because at some point we will come across somebody who is in their darkest days. you've seen a lot of it firsthand and with your family. You helped us all a little bit today take one step more towards to help others. Because if I face something like that, let me tell you about my friend. So thank you.